Trust Once Lost. Chapter 15. The Royal We.
We did not call thee small,
Princess Luna argued.
We merely remarked that thy stature is perfect for this assignment.
The air chariot was making a good pace towards Ponyville. The enchanted metal cut the night air like a knife and reduced the sound of the howling winds to a dull murmur. You want me to meet with a filly who is intimidated by ponies taller than herself, replied Corporal Mango of Her Highness's Royal Night Guard. What else could you have meant by that, Princess? At least allow me to wear my armor.
Dost thou pride thyself on thy ability to frighten young foals?
Questioned Luna.
If thou sayest nay, thou hast no reason to take offense at this assignment.
Mango straightened his posture to sit a little taller, but next to his princess, he could be mistaken for a colt. As you say, Princess. Mango grumbled. Redheart sighed as she made her way towards the exit. Her hooves ached, and she could imagine crawling into bed. Redheart, a moment, please. A voice called from behind her.
If it can't wait until tomorrow, find some pony else.
Redheart replied without looking back. Wait! Paperstack, Assistant Director of Nursing, stepped into her path. You looked after Green today and yesterday, right? Redheart sighed again.
Is there another problem with Green?
If Green was asking for her, she'd go back, she decided, even if it was technically illegal for her to work any more hours today. You know better than I, Paperstack admitted. To that end, I want you to attend Green's progress review. If eyes could speak, Redheart's would have been screaming,
Are you fucking serious?
As she pushed past Paperstack to walk towards the door.
Sure, fine. When is it?
Tonight. Redheart turned back and gave Paperstack a suspicious glare.
Tonight.
Paperstack nodded and tried to look apologetic.
You're holding a progress review meeting in the middle of the night?
Redheart asked incredulously.
For a patient in stable condition who's been with us less than 3 days?
The princess is coming to check on Green's care, Paperstack explained.
Alright, good luck with that.
Redheart continued towards the door. You can't leave, Paperstack instructed, or pleaded. Redheart was too tired to tell the difference. The meeting is less than an hour.
Do you have a royal decree ordering me to attend?
Redheart questioned.
If not, I need to leave now. I have a shift in the morning, and it's illegal for me to stay any longer tonight.
I'll find some pony to cover your shift, Paperstack begged. I'll give you an extra day of paid leave at double time rate.
Can you actually find some pony to cover my shift at this time of night?
Redheart asked.
I don't want them working short-staffed.
If I can't find some pony, I'll cover your shift myself, Paperstack promised. I still keep my registration up to date. Redheart smirked at the idea of Paperstack being back on the floor after more than a decade of administration work.
I'll hold you to that,
Redheart quipped.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to consume twice my body weight in coffee. Are you sure we're talking about the same filly?
Twilight asked.
Rainbow was ranting all of yesterday about how she was too dangerous to be around other fillies, and now you're telling me she was so timid she could barely speak?
Unlike her night owl friend, Applejack was the kind of pony that went to bed early so she could rise before Celestia's sun. The farm pony let out a yawn.
Well, Green did leave a nasty bruise on Scootaloo's face,
Applejack responded.
You know how protective Rainbow is of her little sister. So it was an accident?
Twilight questioned.
From what Applebloom told me, Green was so delirious, she thought the Crusaders were a pack of timber wolves. Is she still— No.
Applejack quickly clarified.
She knows what's going on now, she's just terrified. She doesn't have any pony to turn to. She has you.
Twilight placed a hoof on her friend's shoulder.
Maybe not. You're having second thoughts? Not at all, I don't think she likes me.
Applejack replied.
She barely knows you. She knows of me,
Applejack explained.
And the thought of the elements of honesty punishing her for lying scares the piss out of her. You mean literally, or—
Twilight trailed off. It took the farm pony a moment to realize what Twilight was implying.
This ain't a joking matter, Twi.
Applejack chided.
It was an honest question.
Twilight blushed.
Sometimes when a filly her age gets very scared or very excited, certain things can happen.
Applejack raised an eyebrow.
Are you speaking from experience? What?
Twilight's blush deepened.
No, of course not.
Applejack gave a knowing smile.
Whatever you say, princess. Hey!
Twilight sputtered.
Don't use your honesty powers on me. I keep telling y'all I don't have any freaky mind-reading powers.
Applejack snorted.
Y'all just ain't that good at fibbing.
Twilight huffed and tried to set her ruffled feathers straight.
Your secret's safe with me, Princess Sprinkle.
Applejack giggled.
Hey, is that Princess Luna?
Twilight interrupted loudly.
Where?
Applejack's question was interrupted by a sudden flash of magenta as Twilight dragged her into a rougher-than-necessary teleport. The two popped into existence in front of the hospital just in time to see Luna's air chariot coming in for a landing.
Land sakes, girl.
Applejack admonished.
Warn a pony before you go and do that.
Twilight smiled sheepishly.
Well met, Twilight Sparkle.
Luna greeted, stepping off her chariot. Applejack briefly bowed to Luna. Twilight twitched slightly as she almost bowed, but remembered she was a princess too.
Rise, Applejack.
Luna commanded.
You need not be so formal whilst we are among friends. We were hoping that after the meeting concludes, we might engage in some stargazing.
Luna had a giddy sense of excitement as she suggested this.
We have made a few changes to the night sky and would be interested to hear your opinion. Ugh.
Twilight huffed in frustration.
Can't any pony take this seriously? We're here to discuss serious matters.
Luna's good cheer seemed to evaporate, her face becoming an unreadable mask, the shadows around her seeming to darken slightly.
Do not mistake our good cheer for a lack of resolve, young princess.
Luna spoke.
Those who would seek to harm the least of our subjects shall face our wrath. Every day, somewhere in Equestria, a pony is having the worst day of their life. Yet for us, it is merely Tuesday. It is noble to do what you can for your subjects. But you serve no pony by drowning yourself in their misery.
Twilight swallowed nervously. Applejack, sensing her friend's discomforts, looked for a way to change the subject. She spotted the small Thestral that Luna had brought with her, and walked towards him.
And who's this little one?
Applejack moved to pet the young Thestral's mane, only to yelp in surprise as the pony nipped at her hoof with sharp teeth. Luna glared at him. Mango shrunk even lower than his usual already modest height.
This is Corporal Mango.
Luna explained.
One of my guards. And he does not normally behave so childishly. Come, all of you. We shall speak more inside.
Can you believe there are some people who do that? You just pat them on the back or something like that, and then they just try and bite your hand. That is fucking freaky. Anywho, let's get on to our sweet donators. Top donators are 630, BadassWaffle, Only One Thing, Ceru, Orion, IronSky, and Jessie Smith. Darkside, Rayden, Narwhals, Blackmoonheart, Pastel, Sky, Sauce, and Rolan, Stu, Hexor, Brother, Mordred, Omicron, Library, Brunslight, 9852, Will, Chris, Twinkie, Rights, All Shadow, Moon, Luigi, 88, Chancer, Crust, Big Smoke, 369, Bobcat, GGF, Murder Princess, and many more awesome people. Thank you all so much for watching this video and live life to the fullest.